My name is Austin Kocher, and I'm one of the PGY1 pharmacy residents. My fondest memory of pharmacy school, okay, so every year we had what was called field day, and it was basically a day where each cohort played these various sports against each other, and my class was actually back-to-back champions. My first job, well, I guess I grew up on a cattle farm, and so that's what my parents did is raise cattle, and so I guess that would technically be my first job, although I tried to avoid that as much as possible. So I really didn't get a job outside of that until my sophomore year of college when I started working as a pharmacy technician. My favorite holiday is definitely Christmas. When I was younger, it was because I liked opening presents. But now that I'm older, I really enjoy watching other people open presents that I get for them. And I just enjoy, spending time with family and everybody getting together and having a good time, so.
Right. Bam.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but when I do get it, I have to have something sweet. And so I prefer to get a vanilla bean frappuccino with a shot of espresso. Okay, I'm just gonna go with a very generic one, but it's also very true, and that's treat others the way that you want to be treated. And so that's a philosophy that I've always tried to live by. My favorite guilty pleasure is probably binge watching TV shows. And so I really like, my overall favorite's probably Criminal Minds, but anything that with 12 to 15 seasons that I can really get into and just watch, if I don't have anything going the next day, I'll stay up all night one night and do it. And I don't do that often, obviously, but that's my favorite guilty pleasure. I would say back to my P4 year, so while I'm on rotations, which wasn't that long ago, I had a patient in a clinic who was on a medication for diabetes, and this medication specifically, it has a high risk to cause low blood sugar if you don't take it with food. And this patient, he was having troubles with low blood sugar, and so he was just feeling awful all the time. And I counseled him on the medication, and I told him, if you don't eat breakfast of a morning, then you don't need to take this medication, otherwise you're gonna have low blood sugars. You always need to take it with food. And no one had ever told him this. And so a few weeks later, during his follow-up visit, he was like, I know you didn't do much, but he was like, you really just changed my quality of life. And I was like, wow, that one little piece of advice that he should have been told, when he first started the medication can really make a huge impact. So that's one of my favorite patient